Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? My name is Kyle, you know me as Dragonmar, and welcome to a new video. Now, you guys voted, and so you shall receive. You voted for a gold VOD review. So today, we have a VOD submitted on the Discord by Fernox, and we'll be reviewing this. Now, this is a Raze VOD on the map Split, obviously in gold, once again. Fernox has told us he does play Raze a lot. He also plays Brim, Omen, and Sage as well. So thank you very much, Fernox, for submitting this. And remember, guys, if you like these VOD reviews and you want to be a part of it more, first of all, join the Discord. Second of all, every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern on Twitch, twitch.tv/Dragonmar, I am live doing these VOD reviews the entire time. So please check that out. But without any further ado, Fernox, let's review your VOD. All right, so we are starting things off here, getting aggressive. Crosshair placement very low. I've already noticed crosshair placement extremely low, guys. So once again, in another VOD, we are seeing essentially aiming at the ground. Now, obviously, when you're walking back here and spawn and stuff, not quite as important. But when you start getting to these positions here, where enemies could be, really, really important to raise that crosshair up. Because right now, we are a little bit low. So, let's see what Fernox has in store for us here. So he uses his grenade out mid to establish some control. I don't mind that. All right, take some shots at the enemies. Pretty risky peek there, simply because of the numbers. Wasn't able to kill anyone either, so not the best, but we move on. So I like this reposition here, guys. This is really smart, actually, by Fernox. I like that he's playing his life and sort of not throwing things away. He didn't re-peek, which I think a lot of people in gold would do. So I really like that. It's really, really good to fall back during a round and play your life. Because now it's a 2v3 instead of a 1v3. And now it's a 1v3 as his teammate goes down. Let's see the retake here. Okay, nice little... Okay, so he gets a nice shot. Unfortunately, he just couldn't really follow it up. He ended up killing the breach, who he did quite a bit of damage to in mid. Potentially could have tried attacking a bit quicker there through ropes just to sort of pair up with his teammate who went down towards CT a little bit early. All right, so moving on to round 2. Obviously a save round here for Fernox, but... Oh boy. So, yeah. They kind of gave up mid control. If we go back here a second, you guys are going to notice on the map, no mid control. So what kind of happens here is a Sage just kind of runs up on him. A little more awareness, I think, right? You got to pay attention to your map, Fernox, and you got to understand that your aim there should have been at those ropes, because a player could have been there, and a player ended up being there. That's when you got to be paying attention to that map, looking where your teammates are, looking where you are, and where the enemy could be. That was a really... I think in that situation, I'm not expecting you to get the kill, but to at least do some good damage and maybe get a headshot in there at the very least. Crosshair placement, once again, a cause of concern so far. All right, so I always get pretty excited here for the first gun round. Let's see what's going to happen. So once again, it looks like Fernox loves this early boombot play. Okay, so he also gets the orb, and I guess he's playing off the boombot, thinking, you know, that's going to clear my path for this orb. Definitely some risk there, though, still. Okay, so now we got a super aggressive flank going on here. Guys, you don't get much more aggressive than this. He barely even checked a corner. He's already in sewer. I love the aggression, though. This is what you have to do on this map. Okay, so making his way up. Looks like the team does a great job, but still a good flank. I'd like to see those two players in mid rotate through Heaven and have Fernox here come behind. All right, so here's the plant, so he's going to make some noise. Potentially could be bad. You got to be careful when you make noise on these flanks. So currently a 1v3 goes for the nade in the back. Good clear so far, but crosshair placement is very, very low. And then they get the win. So, I like the idea. Definitely, you know, playing around the team, smart. But I think, like we mentioned earlier, crosshair placement, definitely low. All right, Fernox, once again here on round 4, gracing us with his boombot aggression. I think what the idea I'm getting here is that he's doing this because he wants that orb for his ult, and he wants to ult as much as possible. Perfectly reasonable. So he gets sort of stunned there by the breach. And we know Reyna's there as well. So I'm interested to see sort of how Fernox is going to play off of this information. Reyna's now ulted as well. Playing backside here, not a bad idea. Oh, just spotted someone. Oh my gosh, great shot. Another good shot. Yep, no player's sight.
One enemy remaining.
Wow, beautiful, sort of beautiful reset there on the spray control. Really, really nice headshot as well. That was very clean, guys. Great aim, Fernox. But still, crosshair placement, leaving something to be desired. Alright, currently a 3v1. Now knows the location. Instantly ults. Somewhat questionable, I think. Oh, my goodness. Wow, yeah, so we can definitely work on that ult management. First of all, we didn't even need to do that ult, Fernox. It's still a 2v1. Also, you ulted the second that your teammate died. Also not very useful. Right there, also not peeking off of the teammate to trade. So now it is, instead of a 2v1 with a trade potential, it's now a 1v1. And I gotta be honest, you are very fortunate to have won that round. So guys, what I would talk about in this round is right here with the teammate alive. Second you hear that shot, right here, Fernox needs to run up and attack. He doesn't. You want to trade that kill. You never want to play these situations in two 1v1s. You want it to be a 2v1. But is able to come up with the win there. So a nice round overall, but definitely that ult and the trading, something to be worked on. All right, so Fernox once again very aggressive with these peaks. Remember, if an opper or just someone is playing that angle, really, really easy to die with your nade out like that. So Fernox, I know that no one has pushed over here really on the rounds you've done it. Obviously, last round they did, but you have to be careful. I feel like you're getting a little bit too aggressive, as silly as that sounds. And that's definitely a thing. So you have to be careful because you're gonna get punished for this one round, and you're gonna give up a sight, you know, with no resistance. So teammate goes down 4v5. Players in mid. 3 players in mid. He's got to go quick. Oh. All right, able to get 2. I like it. I like the flank as well. Very smart. If he was about a second or 2 quicker, he would have caught them. But if he's a second or 2 quicker, I think he would have had to make noise, and I don't think it would have worked. So he got exactly what he needed to out of there. 2 kills. Wow. Really, really nice shot. So once again, actually, we're seeing good spray control. So first of all, great first shot here. Great crosshair placement actually on that. Instantly crouches down and then is able to get a Jett who's just sort of caught looking, trying to figure out, you know, if the Phoenix is going to come or who to shoot at. Really, really nice shots there by Fernox. That was actually excellent. Great play. Good flank. Got exactly what he needed to. Didn't get too greedy. Didn't move too fast. That's how you want to flank. Now, Fernox, sitting at a very pretty 9-2 here with the 4-1 scoreline going on around 6, is going to face some pressure here. So Jett dashes across. He's going to ult. All right, kind of lucky to get a kill there on that ult. That ult was pretty far away from that Sage, but does finish her off. Knows the Reyna is there as well. Entire team has rotated. Entire team is on A right now. I don't know why the enemy team is pushing. Nonetheless, taps the ult orb. He wants another ult. They have bomb down. And very nice job. Good push there together as a team. Overall, pretty nice round. Once again, I love the fact that Fernox fell back, right? I talk about this a lot. Do not get over aggressive. Do not be overconfident. Take what you can get. Fall back. He said, I'm not going to deal with this. He fell back. Great job there. Round 7 here. Fernox once again giving us the aggressive sewer push. I'm excited to see how he's going to do this here. Because now he's down in numbers. Now this is a matter of time. How fast can he move? And I think he's going a little slow. I might actually have my knife out right now to get a little bit more movement speed. Who is on site right now? It's a Viper. So she is playing very defensive. They've essentially given up sight. And now, you know. So, guys, in these situations, it's really tough to be that A player rotating. You know, there is no control of mid right now. So what I might tell my team as Fernox is to play more passively on mid, allow my flank to have some time to develop, and hope that will help solve. By the way, low crosshair there. He's gonna be very careful here because he's not aiming at the head. Very slow peek. Wow, but a great shot there again. Something tells me Fernox has some really good flicks because he is just getting up to people's head despite some pretty nasty crosshair placement on certain shots. But overall, 11-3, nothing really to complain about. Really good economy here. So let's see how they do moving forward. All right. This round, Fernox is actually sniping back from screen. So let's see how he's going to do here.
Hey.
All right. Knows there's some players A. Immediately pulls out a boombot. Probably not the smartest idea. Repeaks, gets the Reyna. Breach takes ramp control. So chat, I say chat like I'm live right now. But guys, what you want to pay attention to here is, yeah, he hit a great shot, but that Breach should have been dead. There's no point to throw your boombot like that. Not when you're opping. I think it's a very, very poor choice of utility, Fernox. I would hold your angle with your op because that is far more powerful. And then you go down to the player on ramp who you probably should have killed to begin the round. Unfortunate. All right, Fernox changing some things up this round, actually. Going to be opping in mid now from ropes. Catches the Jet looking. Great shot there. Great kill. Let's see what he's going to do now. So, teammate actually walls him.
You will not kill my ally.
Wow, that went really, really poorly. So lack of communication there, lack of awareness, I think, also by the Sage on his team. Not really sure how the call gets made. Oh my god, very aggressive play. Very lucky to find that kill as well. He knew an opping Jet got res there, so an op was available. And he walks through mid without checking close box. Ends up going down to the breach. So what I will say is, yes, nice shots, but far too aggressive, Fernox. You easily could have lost this round because of your aggression. Pull it back a little bit, and you know, yeah, you're hitting some good shots, but you have to know your role. And your role there is to stay alive and to keep control of mid. Depending on if that breach had the bomb, this round could have gone much differently depending on how he would have chosen to play it. All right, Fernox opping mid once again here. Nice little angle. Okay, immediately going to pull out the boombot again. So once again, I'm a little worried about the boombots. And his teammate blocks off his boombot again. And he still somehow gets a kill with a nade. Oh my goodness, I don't know how it works like that. All right, yep, so I want to see him hold the angle here. This is smart. He's actually going to ult. Very, very interesting decision there to ult. I feel like that was a waste. I think, honestly, Fernox, you're better off just using your op. You're at range. They have time to run away from your ult. Even if it does damage, it might not kill them. I would not use your ult in that situation. But now we have him here holding ramp. Knows an enemy player. Could be somewhere. Could be on site as well. I'd like to see the Sage rotating around the screens to cover the flank. Sounds like that ult from Sova was around sewer. Very curious play so far. Alright, enemy spotted in mid. So let's see what Fernox is going to do here. Really important that he stays alive, whatever he does. Okay, that's 2 players. Knows the last one was probably sewer, so this player is probably in mid. And he's just going to hold the angle. Mailroom. Alright, and he's just going to hold. So, I think in that situation, he could have gotten a little more aggressive. Probably gone up into ropes there and held from the upper angle so he wasn't so far back, because if his teammate died there, it was going to be very hard for him to get on a site to contest that plant. But overall, nice play once again, hitting some good shots, good rotations, and good patience that round, I think, which is a little different than the last rounds. Alright, so as the Viper cleans up, Fernox is going to move into mid here. So very aggressive mid angle, not seeing what playing here is actually doing to help him. And then gets pushed by a breach. And has what can only be called a potato moment. Unfortunate situation, but also, Fernox, the push was unnecessary. I don't understand what you're trying to accomplish here. You're not applying any additional pressure with this. You're putting yourself more out into the open and allowing for something stupid like this to happen. So definitely need to hold back there. No reason to get that close to play box, especially not with an op. All right, final round of the first half here. Fernox having a very nice showing here. It looks like he's also switched to the op for the remainder of the half, which is great. He had the money, so it makes sense. Pressure being applied to mid, on A. I'd love to see Sage come here. Wall off. Let's see, does he get walled again? No, it gets to the wall. Because what I want to see, guys, is I want to see him move up quicker. I think he took too long. Your op is so oppressive that you can sort of control this bomb site by getting into heaven quick enough. And he... Man, Fernox, you kind of just get caught looking here. I don't know what you're looking at. No one is going to be Heaven unless that you... I don't think we heard the Jett jump. Okay, we did hear the Jett jump. Okay, so I understand now. You were looking for the Jett there, but still. Really, really tough. What you did there is you walked away from the wall. You actually want to stay really close. See, right there. See how you're against this side? If you're going to walk up, stay close to that other wall towards ramp. That way, this Reyna has a harder time killing you. Yeah, she probably saw you walking back across. Overall, you just get caught kind of looking there. Definitely want to clear ramp first and rotate a little quicker. I think the quicker rotation was going to be key, and I wish your Sage would have walled mid so you could have helped out on A. All right, guys, so Fernox finished the first half 15-7. They're up 8-4 right now, moving to attack. Oh, there's a flash from a Phoenix. Attack, obviously a little bit more difficult here on split, as many of us know. Let's see what Fernox has in store, though. Moving up mid now. You can sometimes get a pretty nice angle here on a player playing sort of in heaven or on top of the wall. It doesn't look like anyone's on the wall, though. So let's see what Fernox wants to do. 2 over towards B, 3 up mid right now. Hearing some movement from the enemies as well. So what I would do here is I would probably start applying some pressure to this wall, because you have to be careful now of the flank coming from A. So Fernox holding the A flank with a pretty low crosshair. Not really sure who's walking around at that height.
One heaven.
Gonna peek mid. Spots 2. The entire team is accounted for. Two mid, 2 heaven, rafters. But unfortunately, Fernox goes down. So let's talk about that. Why did he die here? So when he peeked this corner, let's take a look at this, shall we? When he peeks this corner, he's not ready to fight. Okay? He's walking. See, like, he's not ready. That doesn't feel like a confident peek to me. The sort of, he gets spotted out, then re-peeks. So there's the peek. Reloads out in the open. Yeah, I didn't like any part of that. Fernox, I mean, obviously, you know, you could have done better there. You know, when you're going to peek that and you hear those enemies running, make sure you're peeking with a purpose. Crosshair needs to be in the right spot, counter strafe into the peek, and get ready to shoot. You just weren't ready to fire there. All right, we have some aggression here from Fernox towards A after they lose that first round. Oh, man. Definitely could have been a kill there. So let's watch this back. So what we're going to see, Reyna push up. And Fernox goes for the right clicks. Ah, man, you're close enough to make it work, but you got to hit those shots. Just once again, one step behind his teammate there. If he would have been a second faster, I think they get that kill easy. All right, Fernox here on round 15, getting a little aggressive towards mid, applying pressure to the enemy Sage wall. And guys, I cannot stress how important this is. Applying pressure to the Sage wall, super, super useful, because it makes the enemy team commit resources to mid, because now you can push through. If you leave those walls up, remember, you are giving the enemy a lot of extra information that they do not deserve. Just break those walls if you have the chance. Now, knows the enemy Sova is over towards B. 4v2, this should be an easy situation where Fernox's team trades out kills.
There. One enemy remaining.
Jett spotted and killed, bomb down, 3v1.
I have the spike.
I like the movement here as a team. I'd like to see gun out, but that's okay, because I'm not exactly sure where this Sova can be. Alright, the Sova was spotted over towards B main. Let's see how Fernox is going to play this round. Alright, Sova using his dart. He's using his recon bolt, I should say, over in B main. They know he's going to come B main or heaven here. I want to see how he plays together right now. Very, very easy for his Reyna to just get 1v1'd here from heaven. I'm not in love with the positioning. I'm not in love with it, guys, but I don't mind it. All right, bomb tapped. Knows Jimmy's not on it. Nice little job there. Takes his shots. Reyna gets the finish there. Nice little bit of teamwork. Wasn't in love with the positioning, but overall, Fernox, I think that was a pretty solid round. All right, Fernox finds himself in front of another wall in mid on round 16. You guys are sensing a pattern. Let's see how he's going to take mid. Now, knows the Sage is over towards heaven. Not really sure what side, but I think she's deep heaven. Okay, breaks the Reyna Leer. Nice spray control there by Fernox. 1v3 situations, knows the Sage is behind her. I also would think the Sova is towards B as well. So should be a 1v1 with Jett over here. Let's see. I want to see him. Yep. Now knows the Sova is over there with that dart mid. Okay. Should be able to grab the bomb here and go for the plant. Let's see if he knows it. Nope. He's still playing very slow. That to me says that Fernox does not realize that Sova and Sage are both behind him. And I think, yeah. So as we saw there, that means the Sage rotated through CT. Fernox already should have been on site planting the bomb. Now with this much time gone, has no idea where Sova is. So this is very worrisome. Did not like the fact he's pulling out his knife here, because this Sova can literally be anywhere. Unless I am deaf.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Yeah. Wow. Gotta have your gun out, Fernox. And on top of that, you have to pay attention to where the enemies are. That is an easy round win that you just lost. You have to pay attention. You saw the Sova dart in mid. You also knew the Sage was over towards heaven on B. That means after you kill Jett on site, you're clear to plant. Gotta pay attention, guys. All right, Fernox gets flashed over here towards A. Rocket out. Misses the rocket. I'm very surprised by some of these ults right now, Fernox. I know you're better than this. But nonetheless, gets the frag. Opens it up. I'd like to see a little more movement here by the team. Not really moving fast enough for my liking. All right, another kill. Another kill. Everyone should run directly onto site right now. No one's moving on site. All right, Viper. Still no one moving on site. Do they really think another player's playing here? I guess they do. Must be the Jett. I think she has to play in this site. Fernox going for a better skin mid-round. Nice. Let's see what he's doing here. Still nobody on site. Alright, spotted the Jett. Hopefully they're moving together. Fernox, I like this. Getting the vertical. Alright. Okay, I like the play. A little bit slow in the teamwork, but I like the play. Nice job. Fernox here on round 19. Moving up mid once again. Alright, let's see the peek. Okay. Pretty good crosshair placement. Too bad about the wall, but I like the crosshair. I think that he was tracking pretty well with the wall and sort of knew where to look. Good use of the satchel. Oh my gosh, but loses to the breach 1v1. We haven't seen that very much from Fernox. I've actually been very impressed by his aim, regardless of crosshair placement. Let's see. Crosshair seems to be in the right spot. A little bit low. Yeah, so a little bit low. Was also moving and loses to a Spectre. Ooh. That one hurts, but overall, I think that was just a situation where Breach caught you at a very, very bad time for you. But can definitely work on the crosshair placement. All right, round 20. Fernox moving up towards the mid. Boombot gets walled. Great use of the satchels here. Break this wall. Gonna nade. You should push in with this nade because it's essentially a smoke for about 2 seconds because it will push enemies away. You cannot jump on those when you're slowed. Slow play. Oh my gosh. Low crosshair. Still finds the kill. Gets pushed by the enemy. Reyna does 70 damage. No, so not bad. Did some damage there. It looks like all with the nade. I think he's going to want that one back because that definitely could have been a kill. So once again, we're seeing a little bit of crosshair placement. A little bit of that aggression sort of slowing Fernox down. But thankfully, his team does pull through for him. And actually a very nice showing. 23-13 as a gold 2 player with Plats in the lobby. I'm very happy with this for Fernox. And let's sort of summarize the game. Alright, so to summarize and conclude this VOD review for Fernox, I think we saw a few things. First of all, don't be down on yourself about your aim. Your aim is actually very good for your rank. I was very happily surprised by your recoil control. I think you have great instincts as well. You know where players are going to be. That says that your game sense is at a much higher level than gold to me. I would say you're doing a great job. What I noticed was very aggressive plays. You have to be careful with that. A team with a Cypher is going to punish you on that. You're very lucky the enemy team was not playing a Cypher on this map. On top of that, I noticed some slightly slow rotates, as well as it seems like sometimes you were getting a little lost in the sauce. You didn't really know what was going on, especially with that beautiful Jett kill in the 3v1 that opened up bomb site for you. You did not realize where the Sage and the Sova were. You probably could have won that round with your aim. Just focus on everything in these rounds, not just on the kills, but also what's happening on the map. You have to remember that kind of stuff. I think maybe you got a little overwhelmed. Maybe people were talking over you. You couldn't think. But regardless, that was such a winnable round, and it would have been great. And I know you obviously won the game, but those are the kind of rounds you want back. On top of that, obviously crosshair placement. We saw a lot of times, a lot of your deaths actually, I think, were solely because your crosshair was in the wrong spot. With your recoil control, I think that you are well on your way to a higher rank. And on top of that, if you can sort of fix that crosshair placement, which I think you can, you definitely have the game sense to do it. You're going to find yourself really excelling, especially in Act 2. I'd love if you submit another VOD because I can almost guarantee you're going to be diamond by the time that I see another VOD from you. So with that being said, yeah, working the crosshair placement, a little bit of game awareness, maybe lessen the aggression, but overall, great VOD, and thank you so much for submitting it. I hope that everyone watching was able to learn something. Obviously, if you were, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I want to see you guys back here in the future. With that being said, I hope everyone has a great day and is staying safe out there. So take it easy, guys, and peace.